Hey, you guys. Hey, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. I feel like I haven't seen y'all in forever. I feel like I've been gone forever, I, yeah, I feel like I haven't done a live in like a few days, and I don't think I have. I was supposed to go live today. Me and Grace Report, we're going to try to shoot for Sunday after I got out of church, but she had to cancel, and then we were going to try to go for today, but I had to cancel because I had to take my dad to an appointment. So me and Grace Report, we are trying to iron out some times for us to get together to collab. We had hoped to talk about Amber Portwood, but I'm sure there will be something that's still available to talk about Amber Portwood with whenever we can collab. I know a lot of people that was really excited about us collabing. We will get there, you guys, so just bear with us. We're going to be talking about the latest going on with Amber Portwood because y'all, it's been so much. I am exhausted from keeping up with her. Just to tell you guys the honest to God truth, from trying to keep up with Amber Portwood to making sure I am recording all her live streams. That way I make sure I don't miss anything. And just to tell you guys, I can't keep up with all her live streams. I literally try, I have my notifications set, but I've still missed so many of her live streams. But thankfully, Reddit and other Team Mom pages are really good about somebody manages to get everything. I've got several of them. I've got several clips from where she says she quit the show. I got this clip where she's talking about Caitlyn, and everybody's like, what's going on with Caitlyn? I'm going to try to explain that a little bit. And then I found some clips over on TikTok where she is soft launching this new man. So we're going to watch it together. We're going to talk about it because I've recorded what I watch, like what I see. I record it and then I've been uploading it for you guys to watch just as a video if you just want to watch the video. But then I also wanted to go over it with you guys just so we can watch it together because I really do enjoy watching things together with you guys. So we're going to watch the couple of clips that I have and we're going to talk about it. Just seen a post, y'all. Okay, if you see posts that say things about, like Ryan Edwards shares them on his page, he does the clickbait. Yeah, just seen a post of her saying Leah is not Gary's. That is a clickbait post. What they do is they will, take where Amber. Okay, this is exactly what it was. You guys, if on one of the live streams, people were praising Gary for being a good dad. And she said, he's not even a present dad. Christina is a present dad. So what this clickbait site does is it takes that, Amber saying he's not a dad because Christina's the dad. And it will use that as the title. Amber Portwood says Gary Shirley is not Leah's dad. And then the article will literally tell you, oh, she was on TikTok Live and people were saying that Gary was a good dad. And she responded, oh, he's not a good dad. If anybody's the good dad, it's Christina. If you follow a page that posts those things, I would suggest unfollowing it. I was following a couple pages like that, like Sister Wives pages, where every other day they had Mary getting married to somebody new. They had Janelle getting married to somebody new. And you would read the comments, and the comments would be like, oh, I'm so happy for them. Like, and it would literally be like the photo would be clear Photoshop photos of Mary, like some busty woman in a cut off wedding dress with Mary's head stuck to it. And you could so tell that was not Mary's body. And people legit believed it. People would be like, oh, I'm so happy for Mary. He's cute. And I'm like, this is the world that we live in, Elle, my company, Spoil Rotten Boutique, and more with done in a hoodie. Oh, thank you, Roddy. Just email me, Roddy. I love your sweater that you sent me, by the way. Love it. Yes, we're almost at 100K. So that's what they do. Also, there was like this one site that there's actually this one YouTube channel that will post that people died. One of them was that Kale Lowry's son Lincoln died. And I had people like posting later on. I would do a video about like Kale and her kids. And somebody commented, like, oh, Lincoln died. And I'm like, do y'all not keep up with her on social media? Like, you don't keep, like, to see if Kale's son Lincoln died, we would see it more than in one YouTube video. Like, it would be posted a lot. So be very careful with the pages that you support. If they post the clickbait stuff, I would not even support it because what they do is they take a little statement like that and they twist the heading to be something just shocking to where you're like, oh, no way. And you click on it and you read it and it's just the most ridiculous statement that they twisted. So yes, Gary is Leah's dad. Amber did not say that he wasn't, as far as like DNA, as far as like biologically. She just said that he's not the present dad, that Christina was like the dad, like the more present one in Leah's life. That's what she said, and that's what they turned it into. You got to be very careful because there's a lot of outlets like that will do things like that. But let's go ahead and let's get into it, you guys. Okay, this is the first one that we're going to watch. And this is where she's talking about quitting the show. This is where she says that her and Macy and Kate are the reason that the show is successful. And this is where she keeps talking about, like, oh, I heard that they're coming for Kate too. I heard they're coming for Kate too. And people's like, well, what did you hear? What do you mean? She's like, I don't know. I don't know. I just heard that was coming for Kate. That's very weird. For somebody to be like, oh, that they're coming for Kate too, and then for you to repeat it and you don't even know what they're doing. That's okay. Well, let's go ahead. Let's watch, you guys. And I'm going to stop and commentate on it. If you just want to see the video by itself, the video by itself is up under videos.
Years on a show, longest running franchise. I mean, what a blessing. Beautiful. Thank you. Right? You know what I mean? Like, great. You know, like, it's been a great ride, but whatever. But when it starts to get to this point, where like they're acting like this when producers, me, Macy, and Kate are the reason why you guys are successful. Our stories are the reason why you're successful. So why are you coming at us? And I was told you're coming at Kate too and lying about Kate. Girl, leave them.
I like how she's like, girl, leave them. Girl, you've been with them for how long? You ain't never left them before. You keep coming back. You like, if I've been working a job that's treating me like crap and like hiding and lying for people for 20, 17 years, whatever, I ain't got no business telling one of my coworkers, girl, leave them. Leave. Like, you just allegedly left 2 seconds ago. You don't need to tell nobody else to quit, girl. And two, let me just tell you guys, okay? Y'all know how, like, let me see how to explain this. Just how Kate and Tyler are getting like a lot of heat due to the adoption situation. Like, a lot of people is like, y'all need to stop talking about the adoption on the show. So that's what, from my understanding, was said to Amber. Like, a lot of people don't like that the show pushes Kate and Tyler to talk about Carly, and Kate and Tyler just get a lot of heat for it. When really, like, the show, could like ease up on that, because Kate and Ty they catch hell for that. Kate and Ty literally, everybody's like, stop using stop using Carly as a storyline, stop using Carly as a storyline, and that is something that producers push. They're going to ask Kate and Ty to talk about Carly. They're going to ask, what's up with an annual visit, and they're going to film that. Have you talked to Brandon and Teresa? And they're going to film that. It's almost like it's their story. It's why MTV's following them to begin with. MTV's following Kate and Tyler to continue watching their adoption journey. They're not following them to keep up with the kids she had, years later. They want to inquire about Carly, Brandon, Teresa, Dawn, the adoption. So yes. So basically something that was said to her, and I didn't say it, I just heard about it, was like, it's a shame that the network pushes Kate and Tyler to talk about Carly when they get so much heat over it. But she like twisted it into like the network's like going after Caitlyn. I don't know. It's so weird.
Leave them. I know you're mad at me right now. Hold on, guys. We know this because of the misunderstanding.
I think it's also funny. You're trying to give advice to somebody that's mad at you, and then you're like, yeah, we know she's mad at me right now because once again, she fails to take accountability. She will not take accountability. She's like, and they're mad at me over what somebody else did. No, Bookie, it's what you did. It's what you did because you flipped them off on a live stream rather than calling your friends to say, hey, this is what I'm hearing. This is what I heard. I'm upset about this. Can you clarify for me? You're like 30 whatever years old. You always want to be online giving advice to everybody else. Literally in the same video, like the video when she first apologized. When she first apologized to Kate and Macy for flipping them off, she was like, they should have just called me and talked to me. Girl, you should have just called and talked to them. You should have just called and talked to them before, because guess what Kate and Macy didn't do? They didn't jump on a live stream attacking you. That's what you did to them. But yeah, right here, another example of her refusing to take accountability. She wants to bring up Kate and give her advice and then remind us, oh, y'all know Kate's mad at me, but not exactly, because I flipped her off, but it wasn't my fault. It was because somebody else did something. Now, if you would have watched the video, the Teen Mom episode where all that went down, you would have seen that Macy and Kate were very scared about what to do with that information. When they found out that Leah wanted to be adopted by Christina and they knew that that was filmed and that you were going to watch it, they were like, oh God, what do we do? What do we do? Like, we don't want her to see this on TV and know that we knew and we didn't say anything. So they flew out to see you. And then they talked to Gary, and Gary said, well, I think she probably knows because she called me and she says she's been hearing stuff. So I think maybe so. And then Macy and Kate decided, well, when we see her, if she knows, she'll tell us about it. If she don't, then maybe we'll just leave it alone. And that's what happened. They met with Amber. She didn't bring it up. So they're like, you know what? Maybe we'll just leave it alone. But they literally flew out there because they did have this information and they were worried about her finding out that they knew this information, and they did not come to her.
Standing from another lie that MTV obviously probably knew about too. But
MTV didn't flip Macy and Kate off. You did that.
It came for you guys to try and run it. Girl, we ran that show when we started this. Okay, we were like top 3, top 5 out of all cable shows out of ratings when we started. They wanted to be better, but there wasn't a chance. Y'all had the best drama. We know, crazy.
We know you know.
Right? I mean, I'm just saying. But here's the thing. We've given so much to these people, and you're about to sit there and do that to me and try to act like you're like dropping me. Y'all, how many times have I tried to leave them because of certain things? Come on now.
Ain't nobody stopping you from leaving them. If you really wanted to leave
With
them,
AI, if you can think it,
if you really wanted to leave them, let me tell you, if you really want to quit a job because they are whatever, they are mistreating you, and I'm not saying MTV doesn't do things. I don't think they have any morals. I think money is what matters to them. Views, ratings, money. That I don't really think they care about their cast members. 1,000%, they're going to do whatever brings in the money. But if you wanted to leave them, leave them, leave them, leave them. Oh, I tried to leave them. Well, you didn't. You went right back.
I don't care who you are. Several left my husband. Exactly. You guys already know. On air and off. Exactly. Exactly. Like,
oh, and too, I do think it's so funny that like 2 days before this, she's like, somebody was like, when's Teen Mom coming back on? She's like, I think it's actually going to be canceled. Up, that's what you get. Karma. Yep, it's going to be canceled. She literally was saying like she was going to have the show canceled. The guy was like, yeah, if you have the show canceled, then the ball's in your court. And she's like, oh, the ball's already in my court because I'm going to have it canceled. What happened to you getting the show canceled, Amber? What happened to that? Instead of getting the show canceled, you canceled yourself. And now you just messed up a big old paycheck for you, which go ahead if if that's what you want to do, whatever. But I think it's funny that she's like, oh, y'all forget about the fact that I was literally like just a few days ago, like on here acting like I had the authority and the power to cancel the show. It's not canceled, but I'm gone. You just literally like, yeah, you didn't say none of that. You didn't act like you were going to cancel the show.
So, I came back on because I was talking about Wendy Williams, but then that was like brought up to me though. And then I heard that they were lying about Caitlyn now too. Jesus.
They're not lying about Caitlyn.
Kate, leave the show too. It feels good. They
Girl,
need
you've been gone 36 seconds. You've been gone 36 seconds. Y'all want to know where she was sitting when she left the show? Right there. 36 seconds later, she's still right there. And she's like, it feels good to leave the show. What? Like, you ain't even left long. What do you mean it feels good? You still wearing the same drawers that you left the show, and you still wearing those. Like, you ain't even been gone that long. You still got the same panties on. What are you talking about? It feels good. I know, couch confessions, right?
need you, not the other way around. What happened when I was in trouble back in the day, guys? Does anybody want to say?
Me. Call me.
Honestly,
That's like myself. This is what happened when Amber went to prison before the show ended, but that's because that was during the beginning of the show. That's when the show followed Amber, Macy, Kate, and they had been a couple seasons, and this was a big hit to them. This was a big hit because they filmed Amber, DB, and Gary. She was about to lose custody of her child, so she had to sign Leah over to Gary. She got into a lot of trouble. She was really bad on drugs. She goes to prison. So yeah, they went on a hiatus. They quit filming because they didn't know what to do. Like, this was guaranteed. If Amber was to go to prison again and they were like in the middle of filming or they had plans, they would continue filming. They wouldn't be like, oh, well, Amber's back in prison. We can't film. You know what I'm saying? Like, thank you guys. Like, the only reason they quit filming at that moment is because, like, that was so early in the game. Losing one of the cast members, like, they didn't know what to do. And then when she came out, they was like, hey, you're out. Let's pick back up. Let's, start back over. But I really feel like if she was to end up in prison again, I mean, I want to say when she got arrested for DB and Andrew, they carried on filming. I mean, she was only in there a night, but there was no talks of like, oh, she may go to prison again. We may not film if she goes to prison. So that was just like so early on in the game. They had not faced anything like that. So yeah, they quit filming for a little bit.
because does anybody want to say, like, they shut it down? The show ended. Thank you guys for 2 years. And then you and Kel was like, oh, thank you, babe. Kel's awesome. Kel left. Y'all saw that stuff happen. She did, when she got successful, they did a special with you. Exactly. They did.
That's true. They did do their specials, and they did do one with her, but they also did specials with the other girls too, didn't they? Like, they did the Macy special all while she was in jail. Do I say jail like her? Like, do I say jail like hair jail? How do you say it? Jail. Jail? I don't know, because I see people picking on the way that she and Janelle say jail, and I'm like, I think I say it that way. I don't jail. She went to jail. Jail. Hair jail. She went to jail. I think I do say it like that. Don't come for me. I'm sorry.
2 specials with me when I was in there. They did a special with me when I was in there and right when I got out. Farrah left fast too. Yeah. How are you coping with all the latest episodes? I'm not dealing with them because if there's the lies and like all this manipulation stuff, like all that. Didn't Dr. Drew visit you? Yeah, he came and had guys. So now they're trying to act like because I came at them because they did something wrong.
What she don't understand too is she's like, what happened when I went to prison? They quit filming. They quit. The show stopped because I was in prison because they needed me. So people's like, but they filmed the specials too. Like, so they didn't. People's correcting her saying, but actually they didn't just stop filming completely because they did the special. Somebody's like, didn't you even do a special? So she doesn't understand that, like, the people saying, oh, but they did the specials. Like, they even filmed you when you were in prison. So they didn't just quit filming altogether. She doesn't understand that by them saying that, they're actually trying to like rebut what she's saying, that they completely quit. She doesn't get that.
And they know they did.
Mom, secret fan. Thank you.
Because they're pushing a horrible person. So they're trying to come at me because I said, they know that I have I'm not gonna sit here and lie, and I'm not gonna sit here and let them do whatever. You can sue for that. Oh, sweetheart, like I'm not gonna say literal defamation exactly. So I'm not gonna say anything that has to do with certain things, but let's just say there's been a lot of things that I was able to do. Already had conversations. I know.
I love that you brought this up. Thank you so much for bringing this up because I'm trying to think of like a lie that she said. She's like, they know I'm not going to lie. You literally lied about a pregnancy to get out of filming. They know you will lie. They know you will lie. You will lie for yourself. You will lie for them. You just ain't gonna lie for Gary. If it benefits Gary, you're like, no. But if it benefits you, you'll lie. And if you are good with buddy with production and you're like, let's lie together. Y'all want me to lie? Sure thing. You probably would. You literally lied about being pregnant. They know I won't lie. Girl, you lie like a rug.
Some entertainment, like I just decided not to. Simple. But this, I mean, I'm not thinking of doing anything like obviously at the moment or anything like that, but I'm just saying, like, you're not about to sit here, come after me and say that you're dropping me when I quit 3 days ago and told.
See? She mentioned several times like that they said they were going to drop her. And that came out first. I'll tell you that it came out days ago that they were dropping her. Then she jumps on a live. She's like, I quit. I quit. So I have no doubt she caught wind that they were saying that she probably wouldn't be back. And to combat that, she was like, oh, I quit. Also, I do have a clip that we're going to watch where she literally is on with Mr. Hoods, her mod, and she's talking about quitting. And she's like, I called him and I was like, I just quit. And she's talking about how she called Mr. Hoods to like talk to him after the situation. She literally says, I called him and I was like, I just got fired. I just quit. I'm like, girl, you just got off on yourself.
The producer that, hey Amber, hi Robin, hi guys. And you're definitely not about to sit here and you're lying about Kate too.
She don't even know.
Like about why are they coming after the original girls like that? Once again, I'm going to say it to them. You made this show. I wonder what they think will transpire. Exactly. But here's the thing. Hey, guess what? MTV, me, Macy, and Kate are the ones that the reason why you were even successful in any way.
And guess what? Macy and Kate ain't going nowhere. Neither are you. You're going to stay glued to that couch. But I'm talking about they're not going to quit the show. Because Kate already said as long as they're filming, her and Tyler will do it. And I think Macy will too, because she got to have that Bud Light money. You know what I'm saying? I'm just picking. I'm just kidding.
Me, Macy, Kate, Farrah, Ebony, and Whitney. Jeez.
Check this out. I'm going to show you how I afforded this car.
Okay. So I do want to, she actually does have, her and Gary have 50-50 custody of Leah. Gary has primary domicile parent, but they do have 50-50. That was established. She got out of prison, I think, in 2015. And in 2016, they come to an agreement that they would have 50-50 joint custody, and he would have primary domicile parent where Leah would live with him. But that's the thing. If she wanted to, considering that she does have 50-50 custody, she could potentially stop Leah from filming. From my understanding, because that's how it was with David and Janelle, that's he has physical custody, but they share 50-50 custody. He has like physical, meaning that she physically lives with him, but they do share 50-50 custody.
We are women now. I mean, you think that this is going to be easy? You think this is going to be easy with me going after what's going on? You think I'm scared? Like, y'all know I ain't got that kind of fear. You're my favorite. Thank you. They know that not only do I not fear that, they know that I don't care. How are you going to cancel somebody that doesn't give a damn? you're gonna cancel me because I already quit.
See, she's talking about how you're going to cancel somebody. Hey, like they were going to let her go. They were going to try to cancel her. But then she says, I already quit.
So nice try, guys. Nice try. I already got a hold of my agency, and I'm sure they might be like, Amber, why'd you say, well, you know, I hope that they can put out something, you know, to clear it up. But yes, guys, I left a few days ago, and all of a sudden today, you know, they're saying
It wasn't today.
you're gonna let me go. You're gonna let somebody go.
It was like 3 days before that day that word came out that they were going to let you go.
Doesn't even work for you. Stupid. Man, oh, they must hate the fact that. See, this is what's going on. I've been so loyal to them for all these years because I thought that they were like a certain way with me and everything was, you know, and I should be so happy. But I'm very happy for the career that I had. But the show will never hit views like it does when you're on it. They didn't. And even with Pharaoh, when Pharaoh was let go, the views went down tremendously. Said that was the truth. They know that I'm going to tell the truth about things, and there's not one thing they can do about it because it's the truth. Like, what are they going to do? What are they going to come after me legally? Go on. Like, I've known these people for so long. I wish they would. Like, get away. Go on. I've been incarcerated. I mean, let's be real. The hell do I care about a damn people that want to lie and be weird and say, like, we're going to get at it first so she doesn't say that she quit again for the third, fourth time. It's like, it's kind of immature. Like, I wonder who made that decision. It was like I was like crying and cussing and just so angry about what they were pushing.
Such a good boy.
The way I would have ran to TMJ. Oh man. It's
like a show dog.
God, I hope you guys are seeing what they're doing to this show. This show used to be so amazing.
The thing about it is with the show, though, is the show has pretty much ran its course. So while Amber may think, oh, if I leave the show, like the ratings are going to go down like they did with Farrah. Yeah, when Farrah left the show, like the ratings decreased, but the show has been on for so long too. Like a lot of people don't want to watch some 30-year-olds anymore. Like from some 30-year-olds living in like big houses where they're well off financially. Like there's no struggle in that. And a lot of people that started watching the show were teen moms themselves and it resonated with them, but they don't live that life anymore. They don't live that life at all. Like most of us that were teen moms, like we may be barely scraping by, whereas they are doing, great, So, I mean, for a show to make it 17 years and still do semi-okay, I mean, that's a big thing. If she was not to return and the views were to do even worse, could we say, oh, it's because Amber's gone? Sure, I guess you could say it, but you could also say, well, the views have been dwindling for the past few years. And is Amber herself really bringing viewers? I mean, I would think Gary and Leah are more than anything. Samantha says, you are the best, Ale. I've been watching you for years, and I thank you. So you are such a kind person. Thank you for all the time you keep putting into us. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that so much. But anyways, I was going to say, how many people really watch the show for Amber per se? Because she don't have her outburst on the show anymore. It's been pretty much on social media for the last few years. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. It's been, now for the past few years, she just kind of sits on the couch and they have to make a storyline for her. Like, she calls somebody like, hey, call your mom and talk about the situation or what's going on. She don't really do much. Like they have to sit her down with a producer to talk to her because like, whereas Gary and Christina can talk to each other, they can talk to Leah, they can film them going out and doing something. Amber doesn't really have anybody to film with unless she's dating someone. So they have her film with producer, but she's like always in her house. It's never any. So I'm really like, do does she bring it? Like, is she bringing in ratings? And if she left, would it make much of a difference? I don't know. Oh, Zoe gifted 5 memberships. Thank you so much. These girls seem to get pregnant repeatedly for a new storyline on the show. Oh, yeah. Oh my goodness. Did I miss super chats? Okay. Zoe gifted membership. Cyber, Katie, Crystal, Jackie, Steph. Thank you all so much for the super stickers and for donating those memberships. Thank you all so much. They could replace her with Rachel Beaver. I actually would like to follow Rachel Beaver's story, to be quite honest. Yeah, congratulations to all the new members. Thank you guys so much. Rachel would definitely be one that I would be interested in following.
It really did. Thank you. To make themselves look better or on top, who knows? Exactly. Who knows? Who knows?
Plus, with Reese like Power of Dog.
And the crazy, and once again, you know, like what somebody said earlier is you guys already know I've tried to leave multiple times. I mean, they brought the news on and I wasn't having it. Exactly. Like, again, I said this earlier on the show. They think people are so
Thank you so much, Sandy. Thank you guys so much.
dumb. Just as much as they said that Leah started therapy because of me, when there's a reunion from just a couple years ago, again, I'll say look it up on YouTube, where Leah started therapy, sadly. And it has nothing to do with me. So now they're trying to make this lie that Leah started therapy because of me.
You know, Leah did start therapy years ago. And it was discussed on a reunion. And Dr. Drew asked, Gary, did you ever think of putting Leah in like therapy or anything for the issues like that? What else would she need? Like, what else would Leah need therapy for? She has a great dad. She has a great stepmom. Like, they are doing phenomenal with her, but Amber is her mom. And I feel like any kid is still going to long for their mom. Any kid that has a mom like Amber Portwood that's not there for them will wonder, why isn't she there for me? Why wasn't I enough? Why does she pick me in over me? Like, why? So they're going to have those feelings. So the thing about it is when it was brought out last time at the reunion that Leah was doing therapy, it was just never disclosed what it was for, like what it was about. He never said, well, she decided to go to therapy because she's struggling with issues concerning her mom. But we all knew what it was. We all knew why Leah needed therapy. It was due to Amber, I'm sure. It was just never actually said. They never said, well, she had to go to therapy because of you, Amber. I mean, if they would have said that, could you imagine the fit that Amber would have thrown? It ain't because of me. So now she's going for a different reason. Now, like, we don't know what the reason may have been before. Maybe it was the feelings of wondering why she's not enough. Now it's the feeling of fear of abandonment. So she's just going to therapy for a different problem now that she probably got. This time it's fear of abandonment. She's scared Christina will abandon her. She's scared other people in her life will abandon her. And that fear came from her mom abandoning her. Last time when she went to therapy, it may have been just a different fear that she's like, hey, I'm dealing with this. This is my fear. This is what I'm struggling with. And they was like, you know what? You want to go to therapy over it? Sure, I'll go to therapy over it. Maybe she went to therapy and like she healed that fear or she figured out a way to cope with that fear. So she quit going to therapy. And now this is just something else that has hit her later on in life, you know, a few years later. Like, oh, now I'm having this fear. Let's go back to therapy. So Amber using the fact that she was in therapy some time ago and that wasn't my fault. Girl, we don't know that it wouldn't. I'm sure it was. I'm sure it was. Thank you, Misty. Thank you so much. Thank everybody in the chat.
She's been in it for years. That's not why I'm laughing. I'm laughing because in more of a way of like, you guys could just look that up. Like, are they okay? Like, I mean, are they all right? Do they know what they're doing here? You know, like, bring it on. Bring it on, honey. I'll look crazy like this. Bring it on. Obviously, Guys, imagine, like, you've watched me go through the things I've been through. This is just okay. Well, give me my rest of my last check and go on then. Like,
She will be the subject of.
you think that my shit's over?
What do you think of that?
It literally the day after I already had, like, I'm already moving things. So
If you feel that there are people who have done what are doing,
it's me, Macy, and Kate. Like,
I can tell you, Amber. So what I know, one thing that she's planning on doing is she's going to become more present on TikTok, and she's going to start doing these battles with Mr. Hoods. But Mr. Hoods, he does have a big following, but I've watched several of his lives, and he doesn't have very many people in them. Which, I mean, if I was to go live right now on TikTok or Facebook, I probably wouldn't have very many people on there either. Even though I have a decent following, I probably wouldn't have very many people on there. But I've noticed Mr. Hoods, like when he goes live, he'll have like 3 to 10 people on there. I feel like he's using Amber, to be quite honest, because when he's live with Amber, there's a lot more people watching him. His page has grown since he started going live with Amber. So I know there's been times where she's like not doing well, where she's like definitely spiraling. And she'll be like, I'm going to go. And he's like, no, no, it's okay. Take a deep breath. It's okay. Take a deep breath. And I'm like, let her go. Let her get off here. She's spiraling. She's embarrassing herself. She's going to say things she regrets. If this is your friend, let her get off. You should actually, because guess what? Amber's mom or Gary would say, Amber, get off the live. You know, people are going to record you. You're going to be upset. You're going to say things you don't mean. Get off the live. Anybody that actually cared for Amber would encourage her. Okay, you want to go? Yeah, go ahead and get off. You know, cool down. I'll call you on the phone. We'll talk. But no, this guy will literally encourage her to stay home when she's like spiraling. He'll be like, oh, let's do another battle. I've literally seen him be like, let's do another battle. And she'll be like, oh, I got to go. He'll be like, just one more, just one more. Why? Because as long as they're battling, he's making money. You know? So I know one thing is she wants her new career to be battling on TikTok. And I just don't see how she could make up the difference in what she makes on TikTok by, like, she's not going to make on TikTok what she's making on Teen Mom. I don't think. And he's weird talking about Leah. He don't even know Leah. He called her Leia. And he's like, she's 16. She's just going through something. All kids go through it. He got one kid that's like younger, to my knowledge. Like, no, don't all kids go through wanting to be adopted by their stepmom because their real mom is so absent in their life. That is not something all kids go through. Like my older 2 kids had a stepmom for a while. Never did they ask me if they could be adopted by her. And they liked her. They liked her just fine. They would have never asked. They didn't want it. They didn't want that to happen. They never would have asked for that to happen. They liked her, but I can tell you that wasn't even a thought in their head. You know, this is not a normal situation. But Mr. Hoods will literally like defend, like, y'all, just give it time. Just give it time. In a few years, when she's 18, like Amber and Leia, their relationship is going to be so strong. You know, maybe if Leia chooses not to completely give up on Amber, maybe if Leia is like, you know what, I'll give my mom another chance. But it ain't going to be because Amber is doing anything to help it.
to hear that they're lying about Kate too. I don't know if Kate has said anything about.
No, because Kate don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know exactly what they're lying about, but I don't know if she's like came out or said anything about it. If that is what's happening with her. If that's the case, God, run, Kate, run, because it's only going to get worse and they're not going to stop. Because now that I'm gone, they're going to need a villain or something, or not a villain, but some crazy drama. Maybe you could do one with Kate and Mace. We could. We've got great.
Thank you, police wife, Amy. Thank you so much.
Fan supporters. We've got amazing people that's been with us for almost 20 years. We love you guys. We actually, you guys are invested. We're invested in you. Wait, you're not on the show anymore? As of 3 days ago, I quit.
The goal is to get more on the garbage.
My mental health is so much more important to me right now because good for you. Thank you. You raised me. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's
Oh my goodness. You know what? I'm glad you said that because that was something that I noticed too. Heather said it kind of seems like Leah regresses sometimes when she reaches out to Christina and calls her mommy, like a toddler would, because Amber abandoned her around that age. It's sad to watch. I noticed that too. So I noticed, she calls her mommy. And in the clip where they were talking about the adoption, she was like, I need a mommy hug. And she reached out to her. And that's where my mom went. It's like, oh, she's literally like almost acting like a toddler, like I need a mommy hug. And it made me think, like, if that's why she acts like that sometimes, because, she was a toddler when her mom abandoned her. So that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. I'm sorry, y'all. Even my husband's like, I don't see her get like that. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry.
crazy. Yeah. I just started to feel so down and I just started to see that what they were pushing, like all this crazy stuff, and then pushing, oh, that tore my heart out. Like, oh my gosh, guys. Can you imagine my baby? Well, obviously you guys know Leah's been kept away from me for almost 2 years now. Again, that's the truth. And
Okay, let me clarify something too. It's not necessarily that Leah has been kept from her. So Amber started, so they would do family dinners at Gary's house where Amber could be invited. And when Amber would have James back in the day, she could bring James. That way, James and Leah could see each other. They could all be together. Well, Amber started saying she didn't want to do the family dinners. She wanted to pick Leah up and take Leah back to her house. That's what she wanted to start doing. That's not what Leah wanted. So Gary had to step in and take the hit for Leah because Leah does not want to be off with Amber by herself. She wants to stay in the comfort of her own home. Listen, Leah is not comfortable around her mom. She's just not. Leah is not comfortable around Amber. And that's even with the presence of Gary and Christina. She's still a little uncomfortable around Amber. Even like she said on the show, she's like, I'm scared to say anything to her. Like, I don't know what will set her off. Like, she knows her mom has the capability of if someone says something wrong, she will go off. And Leah is scared that one day, well, not even one day, because we've seen her do it to Leah at the birthday dinner. She kind of did it to Leah. She called Leah DICK. So Leah, and you guys remember Leah's face? Literally, Leah's face just dropped and like her eyes welled up. You could see that embarrassed her and it hurt her feelings. That she did nothing besides say, well, I hope he's good to you, or as long as he's good to you. And then her mom called her a DICK that hurt her feelings and embarrassed her. So this is why Leah, and I'm just telling you from like my understanding, is Leah does not feel comfortable with her mom, even with Gary and Christina. She really does not feel comfortable with Amber to be alone with Amber. So when Amber started saying, I don't want to do the family dinners, I want to come pick her up and take her, Leah was like, no, please don't do that. So Gary had to be the bad guy to step in and say, I'm sorry, but if you want to come to the house and hang out with her, you're more than welcome. We'll cook, we'll grill, we'll whatever day suits you, we'll do it. But she don't want to go off. She wants to stay here. And that made Amber mad at Gary. But what would you guys do? Would you guys, if your 16-year-old daughter who is super uncomfortable with her mom, and I was almost kind of scared that her mom may lash out if she says the wrong thing. If your daughter's like, no, I don't like, would you be like, nope, sorry, you gotta go, just to keep from being painted the bad parent, Yeah, she's definitely not being kept. Amber just don't want to do visitation the way that Leah is comfortable with.
they lie about that. I hope everything comes out when it comes to Gary anyways. But when it comes to James though, because he has an actual mature father, apparently. We have an amazing relationship. I'm mommy, love me to death. It's great, guys. I'm a mama. mama.
No, you're not. You're not a mama. You're a phone mom. Like I've seen people say, "Oh, well, it must be the show and it must be Gary because Andrew and Amber get along great." Well, but they didn't, and they actually just started getting along recently. And the reason why is because there's no expectations of Amber really. Because when Amber got arrested for DV against Andrew, um, Andrew went and filed for custody of James, and he got custody of James. And he asked to move right after all this happened. He was like, I want to go back to California. I have no family here. I want to leave. Like, all I had here was Amber, and now we're not together. So I'm going to go back to. And the judge said, no, you can't do that. You had a baby with her. You can't just up and take that baby to California away from the baby's mama and the baby's family the baby has here. You can't do that. So he had to stay there. And they literally could only speak through a mediation app to do visitations. So visitations was set up, right? Amber canceled so many visitations over the course of 1 or 2 years. I don't remember what it was. I think it would have been 2 years. Yeah, it was 2 years. She missed so many visitations that 2 years later, he filed a motion again to move. And when he went before the judge, he said, listen, I know you told me I couldn't move last time because, that's his mom. But we've had this many visitations in the past 2 years, and she's canceled this many. So why, I'm stuck in a state where I have no help. I don't have many opportunities for a job because this is my field that I work in. But if I go back to California, I can work. I'll have support of my sister, my mom, my family. But this is how many times she canceled. I mean, she would cancel for anything. Rain, thunder, lightning. I don't feel good. She can, and that's not a mom. That, oh, it's raining. I can't go get my baby. What? What? I'm sorry, but it would have to be, the weather would have to be hella bad. And you know what you want to know what I'm going to do? I'm going to drive to your house. I'm going to run in and be like, we're going to hang out here until the weather clears up. That way I can bring my kid home. So she had canceled so much over the course of 2 years. The judge said, oh, wow. Okay. Move to California. Because really, if she's going to miss that many visitations over the course of 2 years, what are you doing staying here? She's not putting in the effort to see her son. So go ahead and move. So he got the rights to move. So he moves. They set up this other visitation where 1 month Andrew has to come to Indiana, rent a B&B, and James gets to stay with his mom. The next month she flies to California. She rents a B&B. She gets James. So it's once a month. She sees him for a few days. There's a travel back and forth for either one every other month, whatever. Well, 2023, I think it was late 2023, Andrew filed a motion with the court to have Amber's visitation rights completely revoked because he said she was drinking around James and that like she wasn't watching James and James like would get hurt under her watch. Right? So yeah, maybe they get along now, but literally at the end of 2023, they weren't. And more than likely, the only reason they are now is because James will call Amber and Amber will be on the phone with him and talk to him on the phone and they'll play games over the phone. That's easy parenting. That's easy parenting. You think you're a mom because you FaceTime you FaceTime with your 6-year-old every like, at 6 p.m. and talk to him till 7 p.m. and you see him once a month for 2 days. Like, that's easy. Like, she's got a you dedicate, like, even if it's like a week out of the month. I really am curious how many she's canceled. So her trying to say like, oh, me and Andrew get along great, so it must be Gary or it must be the show. I guarantee you, if Andrew still lived here in Indiana, 45 minutes away from her, and she was continuing to cancel visitation and continuing to not show up and continuing to miss this. Leah had homecoming last year, and they invited Amber to come over to see Leah before homecoming and to take pictures, and she didn't. She didn't show up. She missed it. I guarantee you, if Andrew was still living in Indiana and James was having his jiu-jitsu tournaments and Amber was not going to them and he was going to this and Amber was not going to it and he was having this at school and she was, the reason they get along now is because she's not held to any standard. He has things at his school. What? We ain't even got to tell mommy. She ain't going to fly to see it. They just know we don't tell mommy about this because she's not going to fly in Thursday night to go to the award ceremony Friday morning at school. She's not going to do that. They don't expect anything of Amber. That's why they get along. The reason Andrew gets along with Amber is because he knows not to expect anything from her. Whereas Gary expected things and Leah expected things. So Leah was let down.
Great mama to him. He adores me. I get to be a mom with him. I actually get to be a mom with them. I definitely feel this will be a big help for you, mental health. This show has been tanking a lot. I feel like I grew up with you guys. It's crazy. And that's the truth. Both of that. Like,
Right, Steph?
it did not even have to be this way. That's the thing. I'm not going to say everything, but it didn't even have to be this way. I was 16 when New Girls first aired. But wow, my gosh. Hi, day ones. Yes. So yeah, like, can you imagine trying to say like they're gonna let me go when I straight up told the producer it's not like done through contract yet because I just said it 3 days ago. So they're just trying to like, hurry up to it before I guess, me and my agency or whatever does. Which is
Y'all could have put it out
weird.
right then.
Yeah, sober coach.
Well, here's the deal. I know that person is competent to be with me, you know what I'm saying? And not somebody in there who's been stepping.
And then they're lying about Kate's stuff now. If they start this shit with Kate and they keep going, I will be livid.
They haven't started.
I always wondered if
they start this stuff with Kate, I will be livid. Oh, Macy, Kate, have had my back. You're gonna be livid, like if they like say something about Kate. Meanwhile, you just flipped her off 3 seconds ago. That don't make much sense, Like you're flipping her off and saying that she's never been there for you and hurting her feelings. But the network better not. She's definitely one of those people. Amber is definitely one of those people that, like, if you're her friend, she can talk crap about you and she can flip you off, but nobody else better. And I mean, I'm that way about like my family. Like, I can like say something about my brother, but like nobody else better do it. You know what I'm saying? But like, I mean, I guess maybe I'm that way. But no, I'm not going to talk like that about my friends. I'm not going to talk like that about my friends at all. No, I'm not going to talk like that about my friends. So if anybody else did, yeah, I would probably be upset because I'm not going to do it either. I'm going to flip them off and say they've never been there for me.
I got this show at that time. Yeah. Like, I know, like, all the stuff that happened, and you guys saw that I apologize because it was because of, once again, like, they got their little puppets, They got their little puppets, and the ones like me, are the old school, me, Mason, Kate, we're not. Because we came from the docuseries world. We came from all that. We came from millions of people, top 3, top 5 out of all cable shows when we started this. So, this Wendy Williams thing, guys. What's going on with Caitlin? I don't quite know because I guess they're lying, but I don't know what they're lying about. Because
you misunderstood it and you ran with it. That's why. Yes, I've spoken to Amber before.
But it's the craziest thing that they would even be lying about Kate.
They're
if
not.
That's the case.
They're not.
But if that's what is being said to me from a certain person who is in this industry as a reporter,
it wasn't me.
Then okay,
But I met
who is MTV. You guys, Kate never had beef either, so it's weird. Listen, I'm gonna say it again. Run, Kate. Because here's the thing. If I'm gone, right? Well, who's going to be the villain for them? Who's going to be the, you know what I mean? Who's going to be who's going to play that role? Who are they going to keep lying about or having the little puppets try to make up stories and things like that? You know what I mean? So.
Haley. You grab Remy's food?
Yes, I've had Amber on my panel before, and I was not rude with her at all. I was very respectful. Because I try not to be rude to people, even if I disagree with you. Like I could literally, like if I could get, I don't know about him, but like Ryan Edwards, like whatever, like anybody else that like I disagree with, like if I got them on my channel to like interview with them, I'm not gonna be rude to them because I'm not a rude person. And even if I don't agree with the type of person that you are, I'm not gonna bring you on my channel and then like have a go at you. You know what I'm saying? Oh, police wife Amy, thank you so much for becoming a member. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. The show is not hurting for villains. You guys welcome the newest members to the channel. Thank you. So let's continue because I went off on a tangent that lasted way too long. I'm sorry, y'all.
Jade, maybe? Oh, I don't know. I haven't seen Jade or heard anything about Jade stuff or anything like that. You can definitely tell they keep rehashing same old drama for TV's sake. Hi, Amber. Hi, sweetie. Hi, darling. Like Brianna Jade. I don't know about that. You know what I mean? I don't know what's going on. They're probably lying about them too, which I don't know. I know that I felt like, I wouldn't be definitely the only one that whatever story they were trying to do. There's puppets who are attached to us girls. And that's the truth. Like, that is not bull. That is the truth. They don't want me talking. But they crossed me so bad, guys. So bad. It was either Janelle on the other show or you for real. That's the truth. And that's the thing about Janelle too, is like she was used for that. Young, all that stuff. When we were young, that money coming in, all that, like, sincerely.
That is a family.
I can't even go against Janelle about that. I can't. Because she was in, addiction and stuff like that too. If will you let go ahead with her? I never want that. I never wanted that, babes. Because it's not right. So I hate, hi Amber, hi sweetie. So I really hate it. And it's so damn hurtful. It's so hurtful, y'all. But in the end, like, Farrah was the true villain. I mean, yeah, they know what they're doing, guys. They know. And after they left, what happened? Right? After they left, boom, it was.
Tiffany says, none of you mothers in this room would sign your rights away from your child if you was in Amber Portwood situation. I would never be in Amber Portwood situation. I got 6 kids. Come hell or high water, I'm not going to show up to my kid. First off, my kid's going to be in my possession because I'm not going to beat up on their daddy, especially in front of them. I'm not going to have my child taken from me. You know how many times people call CPS on me just because they want to be buttholes? Several. You want to know what they say before they even leave my house? Girl, I'm closing this case. This is ridiculous. Because they come to my house and see that my kids have a nice home to live in. There's food in there. And they go talk to my kids at school. And my kids are like, shoot, my mom was my best friend. I love my daddy. They beat on you? No, we might beat on them. No, my kids don't beat on me. But, like if anything, the kids may attack us at times. Like, we are the parents that love our kids, that are attentive to our kids. My son, 17 years old, signed up for jiu-jitsu. A couple months later, he's down south fighting. Mama's there. Mama's there because mama ain't never square. You know what I'm saying? They say be there, be square. I don't miss nothing for my kids. That's why I have this as a job. That's why mama does this as a job. So I can be there for everything. My son got a dentist appointment Friday. I will miss work half the day Friday because I'm going to the dentist with my son. I miss nothing for my kids. And I've never missed a ball game, football, basketball, nothing. I have video recordings of like my daughter on dance line, and I'm literally like in the stands sounding like a whole man, yelling, "That's my baby," because like I miss nothing. Most of the people in the chat will never be in Amber's position because they are there for their kids. So you're right. I would never sign my rights away because my kids would never want that. My kids would never be so detached from me. And most people in this chat, their kids would never be so detached from them that they would ever even have that thought in their head. Because if a child, let me tell you, kids are prone to have this desire to want to be close to their mom, especially their mom. Their dad too, but more their mom. I mean, they were grown inside their mom. It's even if you want to push it away, it's like it's there. It's the way you're designed. That woman birthed you. You grew inside of her. You want her to want you. And when she doesn't, it does something to you. But when you got a stepmama there that does everything for you, and this woman wanted to show up for homecoming pictures, and she won't show up to have a meal at your house so y'all can see each other, and she misses everything, then it gets to a point at 16 years old where these people are like, these kids are like, wow, like she puts all these men in front of me. Back when I used to go to her house, like the men took care of me. She would sleep, like she didn't get up and play with me. Leah has said that before. Leah has said, like back when Mama and Matt was together and I would go over there, Matt was the one that took me to do things. My mama didn't. My mama stayed on the couch. My mama slept the whole time. Matt took care of me. So most moms don't do that. And I'm not saying she will or won't give up her rights. I'm not saying whether she should, shouldn't, will, won't. I'm saying I understand why that's what Leah wants. And I don't think Leah's in the wrong to have that desire. And I think in the state of Indiana, they may have, like they spoke with an attorney. The attorney told them they may have a good case to where they don't even need Amber's permission. Because in the state of Indiana, if you go 6 months without financial support or being there to see your kid, you ain't even think your opinion doesn't matter because the courts look at you as you have abandoned your child, you know? Hey, just a sub.
Was like they started like really coming on me after Farrah was like.
You understand what I'm saying? It's like crying.
It doesn't even have to be that way. Look at all the other shows, guys. Thank you, darlings. But also, people, to me, Carrie wasn't asking. I watched every episode. I mean, guys, yes. I mean, come on. None of us are, but I mean, come on. Like, you guys are smart. Like,
and I will mods anybody that's rude because people have a different opinion. Let's not call names. Nobody has to go away. Like you know, everybody say their opinion in a respectful way. You know, let's not be rude. Because Lord, I didn't got enough rude for everybody in this chat.
be intuitive. You know, be intuitive when you're walking. You know, you'll see. You always go, thank you, darling. So many people would tune in if you made a podcast. They would do better than the show. Guys, I'm getting when I do the shows and the amount of people that come through, they made you seem crazy to gaslight you in the end. Is that what they're doing?
Listen
to this. Somebody like made a comment that they thought Amber would be aware of, like, oh yeah, they're making you look crazy, you know. She said, what are they really? Oh no, that's not like whatever.
Make me seem crazy. Well, I'm clinically, you know, that. Hold on. Are you serious? Because I haven't watched it. I haven't watched it, guys. So that's really messed up because, you know, with a person with the mental illnesses I have, and you guys know, like, and you guys have them. Yes, Jade and Cheyenne did. What'd they do, hun? Anything for $1, right? Like, and I'm over here like, you know I'm going to be poor or something for a little bit, or, you know, and I just got to work and do my job. Would you change anything from your end? I do think they make you look like you're like, yeah, you know, of course there's so many things I've done to change, but that doesn't mean, you know, all this stuff that happened in my past, again, like I said, 5 to 15 years ago, needs to keep on going on when I'm 34 years old now. And then you don't need to sit there and add lies on top of that, you know what I mean? And then push, you know, such a horrible situation when your daughter's
I agree, Kimberly. And thank you, Deidre, for becoming a member. Oh my goodness, I think we've got like 9 new members in this I can't even talk. This stream, this chat. Thank you, Deidre. Thank you so much.
Saying at the age of 16 about adoption and things like that, that is so damn hurtful. You know, like being away from Leah for almost 2 years, Gary, like, and them would not let me go and pick her up alone at all.
See? You remember what I told y'all? She wants to go and pick Leah up alone. She wants to, like, yeah, 20 minutes into dinner at Leah's birthday dinner. She had Leah in tears. Leah does not want to be alone with her. Leah doesn't want that. So Gary's looking like the bad guy. And anybody that's like, shame on Gary, like, if you had a child and you and that child's father split up, and that child was like, Mama, I don't want to go with him because that he makes me feel uncomfortable and I'm scared he's going to flash out on me, would you force your child to go? And then if you didn't, how would you feel if the whole world was like saying you were a bad parent because you bit the bullet for your child and you stood up and you're like, no, she doesn't want to go or she's not going to go.
Which is actually not legal for. So if he's, guys, I can't say everything because, you know, I got to keep my stuff to me, but it's not going to be the way I think certain people think it's going to pan out.
So let's say you have to read an incredibly long email from your boss.
We've seen them talk to an attorney who literally told them they have a pretty good case for adoption.
I already know. I've already been prepared for months, way before he got anything. Guys, I'm not dumb to this because I caught on to this months ago. How's James? He's doing amazing. He got another stripe on his jujitsu belt. Like Gracie Jiu-Jitsu.
She always throws that name.
Have you seen the new episodes? I haven't.
Always throws the name Gracie Jiu-Jitsu out there. I'm like, most people probably don't even understand like Gracie Jiu-Jitsu because I didn't until my son signed up for Jiu-Jitsu at Gracie's. Like I was always like, why does she keep highlight at Gracie's? Well, Gracie's is a big thing with Jiu-Jitsu. They're like, if you're into Jiu-Jitsu, you know how big they are. But before, I'm like, why is she always? It's a big thing. Anyways, a lot of people probably don't know that.
I have it. So I've only heard things from my mom the other day, and then so I set some things straight on that.
Thank you, Miss Ruth. Thank you so much.
What she was telling me, and then I heard, you know, obviously about the Kate when Kate got a hold of me and stuff. So I was like, oh my god. So you're off there, yo, God, I'm. Guys, I am out. Like, there's so much more to do, so much life to live, and so much. Oh, I miss my baby now. So much life to live, and you know, I've got mine. You know, I've got almost 20 years under my belt. So you know, I'm not gonna just be fading away. You know, he's 6 now. Yeah, 6 looking like he's like 11. You know, so you know,
I don't either.
Craziest thing is like how, you know, when I working with them, all of like the producers were like, they always say like, you're the OG of the OGs. They said that to me, which
she takes so much like she hangs on to things like that. When the producers are there and they're like, yeah, you're the OG of the OG. They're not put like a lot of stock and they're like, oh, you're the OG of the OG. They're just like, you're the OG of the OG. But she like takes that, like, oh, even the producers called me the OG of, yeah, they were just saying like, yeah, you're the OG of the OGs. Like you and Macy are the OGs of the OGs. Like she puts so much stock into that. Like it's like this big title, like they called her Queen Elizabeth. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of weird.
I said it on a reunion. Dr. Drew and Nessa said, you're the OG of the OG. Yeah. And I'm like, fucking Karen. Oh, excuse me, care about that. But now they're going after Kate, apparently. I want to figure that one out.
Nothing, love. It's nothing. You just turned it into something.
I want to figure that one out. Right? Y'all, what happened? What happened, honestly? Coming after her for what? I don't know yet. I just got this information.
I don't even know.
I didn't come on here to talk about that. I was talking about Wendy Williams. I was watching the thing, but I was just told that actually. Just got a message. Oh man, it's 12 o'clock. I mean, this is what just happens, you know. Everyone else around us are too stupid. I mean, did your fiance ever tell you? Like, no, I mean, weird. Where's Waldo? I don't know where that weirdo did, where he went. I'm actually happy. I think that I wouldn't know about it.
I'm very curious. I saw you say earlier, like, well, what if some of it's true? Like, what do you mean? Like, will you put in the chat, like, what some of your thoughts are?
Anyways, today, like thinking about, did you see my comment? I guess I didn't, babes.
She didn't. She did not. I mean, she had that out clothing line that like she flipped 2 houses, don't have the money for that anymore. Like, I don't think she does anything outside of TikTok now.
What did you say? Where's Watto? Please. Nasty, beautiful. Thank you, babe. Where's Watto?
She's got her GED.
Well, where's Watto? Like, can you respond to me? John, can you send it again, honey? I didn't. I'm sorry, I didn't see what you, Berlin. Maybe I was looking away when I was talking, probably. Guys, thank you for I see a little ice cream thing like that. The follows and everything too. We losers. Can we be friends? Of course we can be friends. Hi. Aw. Thank you, darling. You should try acting for real. I think you would do good. It's crazy. We have almost 16-year-old. Exactly. You seem so healed and so calm and proud. I am, guys. I am. I'm glad that you can see it. Hard to believe, James. I know. Come to Colorado. I've been there. Love Colorado. It's so beautiful. Have you considered letting go in this ministry? Sorry you're going through this. No, I've never considered surrendering or letting go of Leah. But I'm glad that you are finally doing you for you. Yeah. We're so thank you guys. Oh, I saw that, and yeah, that's me. Can you see my comments? I just want to be sure. Yes, darling, I can see you.
Thank you.
Inappropriate, I am sure, but I'm 22 and I've been watching the show since I was like 9. Oh, babes.
I would be like embarrassed if somebody was like, if I was Amber and somebody was like, I'm embarrassed to say, but I've been watching the show since I was 9, I would apologize to them. I'd be like, I'm so sorry because you had to witness me being abusive to my child's father and honestly to my child too. The way that I yelled at her, the way that I picked her up by her arms, the way that I spoke to her, the way that I neglected her. I am so sorry. At 9 years old, I subjected you to what abuse looked like. And Lulu, I get what you're saying. And I think, how things went between Gary and MTV. I can see that. I don't think MTV is innocent in this. I think MTV is about their money and that's it. So I'm not saying Amber's lying about everything, but I judge Gary based off the type of dad that he's been to Leah. Because like when all else, like to me, the kids is what matters. The kids. And she dipped out, worried about herself, worried about her man. And Gary knuckled down and he raised her. And Leah is such a good kid. And I feel like that's because of Gary and Christina. It's definitely not because of Amber. So like, maybe it looks like I sing his praises a lot, but it's because I was one of those people that had to knuckle down and raise the kid, and my partner did not. And I was fine doing it. I love doing it, but to have him, like for me, to have their dad jump in every once in a while, like to post a picture on his Facebook of the kids, and it's like he stole that off my Facebook page, and he wasn't even there at the event. I was at the event, and he stole the picture off my Facebook page, and everybody else like, oh, he looks just like you. Your son looks just like, it's like I'm the one that's put in all the work to raise these kids. For you to every once in a while get that, get praise because they look just like you, and oh, look at your kid, so and so, so like Amber can, ever so often share a picture of Leah that she probably didn't take, probably wasn't nowhere around. It probably came from Gary's page, or even on the show, for people to be like, oh, they treat you so bad, Amber. So, like, I'm not saying Gary is completely innocent in everything. I'm sure he probably has his faults as well. But I'm just looking at it from the standpoint of like, him as a dad. But yeah, I don't think, probably everybody made their mistakes.
Oh, babes, I love that. My best friend girls, I've always raised the authentic struggles. Girl, we can definitely. I went through that, and yes, just got to breathe and go forward. Yeah. When they try to do things like that, wish you all the best. But thank you, sweetie. Thank you. So narcissistic. Who, me? Me?
If you are looking to sell your house, this is the one mistake you need to avoid. Not interviewing multiple agents. A lot of people make this mistake.
Both 7 years clean. Wow. Congratulations, babe. What's up, Amber? So excited to speak with you. Hi, sweetie. How are you? Wait, I wonder if it's Caitlin's marriage. Oh, I don't. Yeah, you guys would have to tell me. Wow, your voice is so calming. Oh, thank you, babes. Thank you. That they're referring to, it's Tyler. I'm good. You? I'm good. I'm good. I'm ready. I'm ready for the future. I figured. Definitely, I was in full. And years later, it's amazing. Oh my gosh, really? What's new? So much, girl. I've been just giving it. But anyways, I came on here because I was talking about the Whitney Williams. I honestly figured.
And that's another thing too, is Sarah, I'm gonna read your comment. I'm so sorry. Sarah says, Amber makes me so mad every time I watch her. I lost my only child in July due to an accident. He was 16 years old, and I'd do anything to have him back. And she chooses not to be around her daughter. BS. Yeah, on Mr. Hoods and Amber, they're like Journey to Leia's heart. And, he keeps saying, like, oh, years to come, like, we're planting the seed, years to come, like, their relationship's going to be like, and Amber, even herself, is like, yeah, I know, like, once she don't have people in her ear, and once I can actually, like, reconnect with her, I know it's going to be good. I know it's going to be good. God forbid, and I wouldn't even want to put this out there that something happened, but, not everybody's promised tomorrow. So how would you feel, Amber, if God forbid something happened and you with this mentality of like, oh, I'll just wait, I'll just wait, I'll just wait, I'll just wait it out, wait it out, wait it out, wait it out. When honestly, I don't think you're actually waiting it out. I just think that's your excuse for not being proactive today. But yeah, I mean, I'm so sorry, Sarah. I could completely understand
You were on
why people like her upset you.
the verge of what? Oh, on the verge of what? Oh, on the verge of leave. Oh, yes. Oh, what the adopted parent of Carly is disgusting. Wait, what the adopted parents of Carly is disgusting. Kate and Tyler should fight it in court. Oh, it has something to do with that? Is that? Oh my God. I heard Kelly Clarkson is now missing. What the? Are you trolling me? Because it. Girl, what is going on in the world right now, y'all? Definitely tells one lost. Wow. Wow, darling.
Make sure you're still subscribed.
You worked hard, didn't you, for that? Angel, Dyer, you worked hard for that, huh? There you go.
How do I pin? I just became a member.
Everybody knows the full.
Oh, right on to Caitlin. We're not going to watch that. Elle, you better start calling us babes. That would feel so weird, babes. That'd feel really weird, babe, to call you babe. I just don't know if I have it in me, babe. Your version of throw and shake cracks me up. You're welcome. Let's see. Leah displayed nervous behavior when she was small. Didn't want to go off alone with Amber and Matt. Yes, exactly. All right, we're gonna watch. There's like a couple little TikToks or whatever when she's like, "Oh, she's love." Oh no, she's not. Sorry. I got scared for a second. I don't know why I got scared, but all right. Let's see. Here's some other little.
So as it just asked about the date, update on it, it went very well,
This is an update on her date. Mind you, she's with him.
guys. Time, gentlemen. I've never dated somebody in the mountains or a country man in my life ever. Yes, I am from
David Easton. David Easton. David Easton.
Indiana, born in Florida. I know. I understand. Thank you. I kind of like it though. Why didn't you guys tell me about this shit? All the country girls out there with the country men. Why didn't you tell me how dang like sweet they are and stuff like that? I've never dated anybody like that. I'm blaming y'all, and I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Their fault.
So where'd you guys go to dinner?
We had Mexican food. It was amazing. Oh my gosh. We also had Italian.
Look at the first comment. All of her relationships start with the same dreaded. I've never dated anyone like this before. I know, right? Yes, I watched the trailer for the Octomom show, and I got weird vibes watching just the trailer.
So it was really, really good. Here it was when he drove in, guys. It was literally thunderstorms. The first, changing it up, girl. Shut up. Y'all, it's been 20 years. It's the first time I've dated. Sarah said, changing it up, girl, because I said, I'm being serious when I say I've never been with anybody with like an accent like that, you know what I'm saying, like, or anything. So if you guys are hearing my accent a little bit more thicker that I've tried to keep away from since I was on TV and all that shit, I like, sorry, I've been around him. No, I'm not sorry, but it comes out. But anyways, I don't know. Like, I just want to say, guys, it went really well, and he's a gentleman. Like, he's a gentleman. We're seeing how.
Isn't that weird that like he's legit driving her? He's legit driving her right now, and she's acting like he's not there. That's kind of strange. Anyways,
goes, obviously. It's been a great first. We actually ended up hanging out an extra day. So, I mean, he asked, me today, guys, if I wanted to go have some brunch. So, I'm so sorry, loves. I'm not going to be able to do a full show today or anything like that. I see there's a lot of people on here too. I'm kind of shitty.
I haven't watched this one. Sorry. I know, right? Mr. Hoods is dying to know. He's like, what else is happening?
Carmen, thank you for the follow.
Okay. She just doesn't like driving. Amber does not like driving.
What?
Going to brunch. What I got out of that is she's going to brunch. Yes. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Are you mad?
But I think she's going to brunch. No. You're just lagging. Like your screen keeps.
What?
I mean,
I should have watched this one before the live, but
Huh?
she gonna have brunch with a
a
man,
second. Give me a second. Give me a second, y'all.
but won't go to Gary's house to do dinner with Leah.
You couldn't put that in there. I mean, you can see me.
All right, we can see
Can y'all
you
see
now.
me?
Yeah.
All right.
Driving
see
through the
me here.
mountains.
We're driving through my area where it's just tons of turns and curves and big trees. That's what surrounds my home, stuff like that. I had to go feed my kitty cats before I wanted to go brunch. Got to go check on the kitties.
Yeah.
They were missing me, so
Did you stay at his Airbnb?
I felt bad leaving them again. But they're good. Yeah, so he's such a sweetheart, guys. Honestly, we're seeing how it goes. So far, it's been going pretty dang good, and he's like I said, it's different with him with this northern mountain country vibe. I've never been with anybody like that. He says, like, I'll give you guys a little something. He says stuff like, yes, ma'am, all the time, things like that. Like, he'll answer when he answers me. Sometimes he'll say like, yes, ma'am.
That's
And I'm
normal.
definitely not used to that.
Is that not normal? My husband does that too. I mean, babe, normally, but
So I don't.
Sure. So we would say he passed the first test.
He passed the test.
I would say it's a heart me moment. Everyone, it's a heart me moment.
It's a heart me moment. Let's see it, y'all. It's a heart me moment. Come on.
Where's that?
Aren't you guys happy with me? Like I'm actually. But look at all these heart me's.
There we go.
Yes.
Heart me's. It's a heart me moment.
Yes.
Kai, thank you for the follow.
Thank you, loves. Oh, look at them. And there's already 7.7 thousand. Oh my God.
Let's go. Tap it up. Taps, heart me.
Tap it up. I love you guys. I got tiny Dinies. We've already gotten like 59 roses. And I've just been out here saying hi to them. They're just showing so much love today.
What did he order at the Mexican restaurant, and what did he order at the
this big fajita bowl thing with like peppers and steak and all kinds of shit in it.
Good meal.
First of all, he don't like sour cream. Now hold up. He don't like sour cream on his Mexican food. Now that right there for me, I put nothing but like big ass, excuse me guys, again, look at me. Boopity boop. Yeah.
Big globs of it.
Big globs of sour cream on mine. So we paid an extra $1 to get a big thing of flipping sour cream. He's laughing at me. Damn right I did. So it was good. My shit was good. I don't know about his.
What'd you get?
I got enchiladas.
Oh,
with
nice.
Red sauce on it, the beans and the rice on the side, all that stuff. Yum, sounds good, but no sour cream with the messed up face. Yeah, he don't like sour cream.
Damn.
But that's okay. Thanks for sending me the go. Y'all better be quiet. Call me a queen and send me the go. Love y'all. I'll be your queen any day. You guys want to call me whatever you want. I love you guys.
Okay, so what about? Hey, thanks for the follow, Snow Angel. What about at the Italian restaurant?
Italian restaurant. I ended up getting like the penne alla vodka.
Okay.
And he got like
Margaret.
He got braised beef with gnocchi.
You got braised beef with gnocchi? Okay, that sounds good.
Like another big old meal while I'm over there eating literally just regular penne pasta. Elle Bee, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
oh, thank you, sweetheart. He's a man, like I get it. And I'm trying to lose my winter weight, y'all, because you guys can tell I've gained some weight. Look how round my face got.
I was literally just thinking this. I was literally like, could you imagine going on a date and you're like driving? It's your second date. You're driving to the restaurant and your date's like, I gotta get on live real quick. Because my mind, like, we're supposed to go to live like right now, and like I won't be long, but I just gotta go live real quick. I would be like, this is so weird. Am I dating like a 16-year-old that's got to go live? So strange. Gary 3.0, Mr. Hoods, is married and has a child. Deidre says, I worked as a mental health worker. She doesn't want help. She wants people to feel like she is a victim. Exactly. Yeah, I agree.
Even more than what it already is.
That winter chub.
That winter chub, man. Telling you that these thighs are thick right now, y'all. Like, girls, you know what I'm talking about. I know your damn thighs are thick right now too, probably. This is what we deal with, especially if you're a Taurus and you love your food. Taurus woman. You got any more questions though before?
Yeah, I got some questions for you.
Okay.
What color did you choose to wear out?
Sorry, sweetie. Thank you so much for the pot of gold, sweetheart. That was
Alyssa Mitchell.
So beautiful. You
Alyssa
are beautiful.
Mitchell.
Thank you. You are beautiful always. Honey, you're beautiful too. I see your I saw the cowboy mustache. I'm sorry.
Alyssa.
They sent me another one. Oh my gosh.
Trista, Alyssa's going ham over there.
Happy St. Patrick's weekend,
Happy
day,
St. Patrick's Day,
whatever.
everyone.
Guys, what am I wearing?
Green.
It looks more.
Mine's more like this.
Yeah, mine's not looking like that.
Mine's more like this.
Yeah. Are you flexing on me? What you trying to do? So you're holding those because you're not wearing green?
You know, that is a family. It's not just
I can't even go against Janelle about that. I can't.
What else? Here's the announcement.
Can I tell you something, Hoods? Can I tell everybody something?
Yeah.
All right, you ready?
Uh-huh.
Are you ready?
Yes.
After a year now.
It's not been a year. It's been like 10 months or 9.
Of being single, I have a date tomorrow. And do you know where? I'm going to tell you where he's from. Hey, Amber. Hi, darling. And this is going to be the funniest part. You know how my ex left me in the mountains of North Carolina? This man was born and raised in the mountains of North Carolina. I can't make this shit up. So we said,
You know what?
Linda said, laugh aloud. Oh my, they're laughing over here. I can't make this up, guys. You guys have seen my story. You know, I can't make this shit up. And he found me. Like, thank you, babe.
Red flag.
If your first date.
She literally said, and he found me. But it's actually been like 9 months since Gary 2.0 ran away. It's been 9 months since Gary left you in the mountains of North Carolina. But whatever. I mean, I'm not saying you have to wait a year, but it wasn't actually a year. And she reveals that she went on a date in December as well. So this isn't her first date since Gary 2.0 left her. This is definitely not her first date because later on in this video, she talks about a date in December that she went on, New Year's, where she had her mod call her and say that he was the cat sitter, and the cat sitter was sick, throwing up and pooping everywhere, and that she needed to come home. So she's literally on the date at this guy's house, it sounds like, because she says they were just chilling and sitting on the couch, and he was like falling asleep in his New Year's Eve night. And so she had Hoods call her and say, like, hey, like the cats are sick. And she was like, oh, I gotta go. My cats are sick. So she left that date. So she's definitely been dating. Yeah. So which she don't have to wait a year. She don't have to wait no time. I mean, Gary 2.0 left her. She could date the next day if she wanted to. But I don't know. I just feel like Amber changes little facts like that, and then it'll go from like it's been a year to like, oh, it was a year and a half to like, when she tells the story to her grandkid, like if her and this guy have a baby, and she's like telling the story to their kid way later of how, yeah, so I was dating this one guy, Gary 2.0, and he like ran off on me, and it traumatized me, and I didn't date for 5 years. For 5 years, I wouldn't date. I was traumatized. I have PTSD from it. I couldn't date for 5 years. Like I feel like her lies, like they kind of start out like maybe shorter, and then they like get bigger. You know what I'm saying? Um, how would he know her cat? Well, they weren't sick. He lied to get her out of the date because she wasn't enjoying the date. So he lied to act like the cat sitter so she could leave. That's why. Um, oh wow, that's crazy, Jackie. Yeah, like being on MTV for 20 years. Like next time she'll say, like, if she ends up with this guy later on, she'll be like, I was on the longest running MTV show for 30 years. Has Gary 2.0 actually gotten married since he proposed? I haven't heard if they've gotten married. I don't know. But he definitely did propose to somebody else. So embarrassing to have your ex literally run away from you. Yeah. I'm so happy, Elle, that you rallied for yourself, that I become a member after me. Oh, thank you. Did my rant do it? Did I get members because I went on a rant earlier? I'm so sorry. That's kind of the way, and I do struggle with it. Like I do have the struggle of Amber Portwood has mental illnesses. So is it okay for me to like cover her because she's on a reality TV show? And ultimately, I'm like, she's on a reality TV show. I cover reality TV. If she struggled from mental health illnesses, but she tried to take care of herself even a little, even a little baby, Bayland, you guys, anyways, a little. If she even tried a little, then I would not cover her the way that I do, maybe. It would be completely different if she suffered from mental health illnesses and she stayed on her medication and she went to the doctor's offices and she had a doctor that wasn't like a pediatric doctor, and she actually did the work. Then I would be here singing her praises. Then I would be like, y'all look at this girl. Like she got mental health illnesses. She got all these things wrong with her, but she stays going to the doctor's office. Like she stays on her medication. Like she's in therapy. Like she's still got a close relationship with her daughter. Then that's what I would be doing. But she is like complete opposite. So yeah, talk about it. I'm still laughing at Amber was on your page. Yes, she was. Oh, y'all. Amber got caught on my page on a psych account. So, on a TikTok that I posted about her, somebody said something about like her dating already, and she posted under her psych account, Penny Lane. Was it Penny Lane? She was like, "Oh, just so you know, like my ex left me months ago." Like I don't even remember what it was. A psych account is a fake account that you have under a different name, so nobody knows that it's you. Well, that was a lie. She did admit that was a lie. That what? Who knows? She said she had 2 miscarriages last year. Let me see if I can find it and I'll read it to you guys, or I'll actually show it to y'all. And then we're going to end this one. We've been going at 2 hours. Oh my goodness, 2 hours. I'm so sorry. This was the first live I've called live since finding Elle, and I'm so happy I made it. Elle, your rant was fine. You stood your ground, and I love that. Oh, thank you. Oh my goodness, yes, Jay Marie. It's rough and tough. Okay, let's see. Let me find it. Okay, here it was. Amber Portwood comments on my video, but forgets to log out of her stock account. We see you, Penny Lane. So this was like the post. And then someone said, she's a joke, can't live without a man, but can go without her kids. And she says, I was single for 4 years before my ex, and now almost 1 year after my ex. People know this. So you just look weird. Try Google. I heard you can get info from there. LOL. So she's saying like 4 after Andrew, and now almost 1 after Gary 2.0. And people know this. All it takes is looking through Google and you can find this information. So you're weird. So yeah. Her stock was Penny Lane. Yeah, it was. Anyways, thank you guys so much. Anyways, I love y'all. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. I may do one more live today. I don't know for sure. I gotta look to see. There was so much like over like the past few days, stuff that was happening where I was like, oh, I gotta do a live about that. I gotta do a live about that. Bar got out of prison, got out of jail. So we actually may come back to talk about Bar getting out of jail. Your last live have been 2 hours. Don't be surprised. We love, oh, thank you. I know the people in the chat love, like, we have a good time, but like, I feel like new people that like come across a video, they're like, oh, 2 hours, and they may not give it a shot. So, and YouTube does not push 2-hour videos that well. Like, they like for you to keep on between like 20 minutes. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Haley. I love it as well. I love hanging out with you guys. Anyways, I know, Kay. I know. Bar is out. Yes, Bar got out after 8 months. Yes, Bar's out. We'll probably do a video about that. Anyways, you guys, leave me your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. I do apologize for like going off. And I don't behave like that unless somebody really gets under my skin. And I don't think people understand that I do get inundated with a lot of messages. And when I can get somebody's messages, I may just be like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm just seeing this. Thank you so much. You know, like I'll try to respond. I have people try to help me with messages, and it's just a lot. And I don't try to like, I'm not out here ignoring people. And the reason why I can be present with my kids and be out here putting out content is because I can't talk on the phone that much, and I can't be chit-chatting and texting all the time that much, or very little at all, because when I'm in there, I try to be attentive to my family and my kids. When I'm in here, I try to put all my energy into, you know, working. And so in between, I just don't have a lot of time to, you know, I try to, but you know, it's very hard to balance everything. Yep. Yes. 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 The first Gypsy, oh my goodness. The first episode of Gypsy Rose Blanchard, Life After Lockup. Oh my goodness. I wanted to do live about that. Does it come back on tonight? You didn't swear. Flip out or be rooted out. Thank you. This is the most composed I've seen out of someone so hurt in the moment. Oh, thank you. Yeah, that was definitely hurtful. Because that's like the one thing that people will do when you don't do what they want. They're like, I'm going to unsubscribe from you and you're a bad person. And it's like, I'm a bad person because I won't do what you're wanting me to do. Like, even though I didn't even know that that's what you wanted me to do because I hadn't read the emails. Like, I'm sorry. So anyway, guys, I love y'all. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Hit the thumbs up button on the way out, guys. Bye.